Shindo Life is one of the most successful games on Roblox, with over 2 billion visits and over 10,000 daily players. So it's pretty reasonable to think people would want to piggyback on their success. So today I'll be looking at some Shindo Life ripoffs and copies, and maybe look back at some of Rell Games' old projects. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. After a little searching I found this Shindo Life scam game. It was last updated a while ago, and it copied every Shindo Life game pass. So the game has probably made a little profit from some people. When I joined the game there was nothing except an old Roblox house, and a donate screen that didn't even work correctly. So it looks like no effort was put into this game at all. And it didn't even attempt to resemble Shindo Life. After some more searching I found another copy of Shindo Life. This time it doesn't have any game passes. So let's see what's in the game. So after waiting for around 5 minutes I couldn't even get off the loading screen. So I guess the game just doesn't work. Some more digging later, and I found this game called Shindo Baruto. So let's see what it has in store. It looks like this game just ripped off the Ember Village from Shindo Life and put it into their game, along with some extremely buggy free model Naruto jutsus. There is also some very weird low gravity and super speed. After exploring the map for a while there really isn't anything to this game. There is something in the distance, but you can't get over there, and it's blocked by a bunch of walls, so I can't see what's inside. This next game I found is called Shinobi Life 3, so let's see if it can live up to the hype. When I got into the game I immediately got shop offers thrown at me, and once I clicked off the menu, I found out that Shinobi Life 3 is unfortunately another stolen Ember Village map. But at least we got this cool Rasengan that surprisingly works. After some more exploring of the map, I found that this is a really old version of the Ember Village, with nothing outside the village except the arena. But since there really is nothing to do in this game, let's move on to the next one. This game isn't necessarily a rip-off or copy of Shindo Life, but it looked interesting, so let's look at it. At first glance this game is surprisingly pretty well made. The modeling looks good and there are even wind effects. The only issue I have is that I don't really know what to do. So after exploring the map around for a while, I got bored and moved on to the next game. And that's when I came across Shindons. It's a hardcore Naruto game that's really well made, but there is just one problem. The game is exactly the same as Nindo Chronicles, the game we just played previously, which means that Nindo Chronicles wasn't a copy of Shindo Life, but a complete copy of Shindons. Anyway, now let's go back in time and look at Rell Games' older projects. Starting off with Shinobi Orgin. When I got into the game I was met with this customization menu, and honestly I like this setup better than Shindo Life's. Instead of having to scroll through all the accessory options, you can see every accessory and easily select the ones you want. The only real issue with this menu is that almost every outfit is locked by ROBUX and there isn't a lot of customization options. Anyways, let's make an outfit and get into the game. From the looks of it this game resembles the original vision of Shindo Life's open world game mode. You choose a village then get teleported to that village. In the game there is shops, where you can buy things like health potions, bags with more space, and even weapons and outfits. The movement in the game is also pretty choppy, but that's to be expected for a game that hasn't been updated in years. I found this NPC that gave me a pretty simple quest of finding another NPC from across the map. So I went over to the next NPC to get rewarded for the quest. I don't really know what I got from the quest, but I decided to try to fight some other NPCs, because I was getting pretty bored and confused on what to do in the game. The next game I want to play is Beyond Beta. It was the biggest game Rell Games made before Shindo Life, and it honestly has some better game mechanics than Shindo Life. I've already played the game before, hence why I have a customized character and the Itachi and Madara Shurikens. The game is very buggy like the other ones, and a majority of the NPCs are broken, and half the moves in the game don't work. But the game works surprisingly well. The game has nowhere near as many abilities as Shindo Life, but it has abilities that are easy to obtain and simple to use. The only abilities I don't understand are the Taijutsu ones. I'm guessing they are somehow incorporated into M1s, but the game is pretty glitchy, so I guess we'll never know. Beyond Beta's map is also similar to Shindo Life's open world map, with every village on the same map. After exploring for a little, I found this escort mission. You basically have to protect this NPC until they reach their objective, and along the way bandits spawn and try to attack the NPC. But since the game is so old, all the NPCs are bugged and just stand still, so the mission is insanely easy. I also found Santa while running around, and killing him gave me a ton of XP and levels. Some more exploring later, and I found a panda. It was one of the only NPCs that fought back, but killing it was pretty easy. After trying to grind for a while, I gave up and decided to just explore every village on the map. I found a small piece of the Tempest village from Shindo Life, and a very similar looking Mist village, and a pretty cool looking Leaf village. The Leaf village had some cool mechanics like buildings with rooms you can teleport into, and even a shop where you can buy gadgets like paper bombs and kunais. Like in Shindo Life, when you go into the Hokage's office you can rank up. So it looks like this game has a ton of progression and gameplay. Anyway, there really wasn't much else to do in the game. It had barely any players, and the game was pretty buggy. So I think it's time to visit the prequel to Shinobi Life 2. Shinobi Life. Shinobi Life's menu screen was pretty similar to Shinobi Life 2's. But when I tried to customize my avatar, the customization menu was completely broken, and I had to reset to get back to the main menu. There were a bunch of game modes that Shinobi Life 2 had, like War mode, Arena and Story mode. But I chose to play the RPG mode. When I got into the game mode, almost everything was broken. I was using my normal Roblox avatar and everything was really buggy. When I checked my ping it was over 40,000, and at sometimes it could go to over 100,000. Meaning anything I tried to do would activate 40 seconds and sometimes 100 seconds after I hit the button. But that didn't stop me from exploring the Leaf Village. The models and building of the game are pretty mediocre, but for a game made a while ago it was probably pretty good for its time. I couldn't find anything while exploring, but the map was pretty cool to see after seeing what Rell Games could do now with Shindo Life and Rell Seas. But anyway, that is all I have for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed looking at some stupid games and past Rell Games projects. If you want to see more of this, don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.